Hi, we are. We're recording. We're
We
live.
could cut that out, right?
Is it recording? Question.
We're down one today.
We're down. It's 2/3 of us are here. Well, we have the Celsius can for
in memory. In memory.
the Carly placement.
Yeah.
Although we have some theories on is she really sick, right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm curious about.
We have to. Yeah. I wonder if she's just online shopping today.
And betting all of her money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And playing with her dog, Todd.
Yeah. She did say though that she was going to call in later, and that'll be our true. We might become the popular hosts. She sounds like maybe my smoking grandma. So I can't wait to hear.
So is she faking it or is she legit sick?
Right.
That's the big question.
I do appreciate her not being here though and getting us all sick. We don't need that. Because then we'd all be down and then just disappointment from there. So.
But I do think that regardless, calling out sick means some penalties.
Ooh, I love this idea. What should we do?
A sincere, heartfelt apology letter
100
to us and our fans.
Our two fans.
Yeah, our two fans.
Absolutely.
On video, like a 1 minute, short and sweet, but sincere. And we'll post it. And if people don't think it's sincere, she's got to redo it.
I think that's amazing. She's really letting everybody down by not being here today.
Yeah.
I think maybe also some gifts for
I like that.
you and I to apologize.
I wear a size 6.5 shoe. I wear a size dachshund for dog. Can't have enough of those.
I love it. Totally.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm excited that she's not here.
Okay.
Because this could be fun.
I know this could be really fun. It's also kind of weird though.
It is.
Don't you?
That's why I put a placeholder over there so that we. I mean, I should have taped like 20 of them together.
We don't have blurting out cool, weird whale facts, you know?
You hear about that guy, Jonah?
That was so funny.
Like, yeah, that happened 2 years ago.
I know. Do you read? Yeah.
Okay, so let's think about this. What are we going to say to her? What are we going to ask her?
Oh, shoot.
Like maybe some kind of a trick question or something so that she's... I don't know. It'll just probably flow. We'll probably figure it out.
I hope so. Poor girl. I feel like we're torturing her kind of.
I do. Because if roles were reversed and if it was me sick... Actually, if it was me sick, I'd be more scared not to show up.
Okay,
because I'd be like...
Especially after all these penalties.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, you're right. We don't need to get sick.
No.
We don't need to get any of us sick.
No. It'll be interesting.
She does have a trip coming up, though, so...
We all do, so we really need to, take our pictures, and, I feel like your trip is probably... Her trip's gonna be really fun, yours is gonna be, really cool.
Businessy, yeah.
Yeah, mine's not.
Yours is, in between.
Mine's just not. Any of those things.
Not on the radar for anything.
I'm FOMO.
The weather'd be nice, right?
I hope so. I mean, it seems like, because you said, this is going to be fall spring. Do we still feel that way?
I mean, it's nice out today. 60 degrees.
I know. I'm here for it. The snow is melting, and it doesn't look like we're going back down anytime soon.
We probably will.
Stacy.
Luca had a performance yesterday, and it was awesome because I feel like sometimes, the nicer weather brings people out. I mean, we were in a bar for the performance. It was a rock concert, a bunch of 8 bands performed. But I don't know, it's just cool to see people coming out and doing stuff now. I feel like
was there a good turnout?
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
There was such a good turnout. They were the final band that went on, and it was so good that people were screaming encore.
What? That had to make them feel good.
I think it did.
Aww.
They finished with Welcome to the Jungle, which is Guns N' Roses. It's one of their staples. And then people said encore, encore. So then they played Nirvana. So yeah.
Okay. So they did do an encore.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting an invite. So that's really weird.
I think I told you. Yeah. I'm almost positive, but I know you have so much shit going on that I was like, there's no way I'm gonna push
I could have. done
You
that.
could?
I could have done that. Yesterday was like my one day that I didn't have 5 million and six
But you know what?
things
You
going
maybe
on.
you needed that time then, right?
I did catch up on homework for sure.
Aren't you the same as me? If you feel like you have a block, I gotta fill it with something.
100%. Yeah.
I never
So
just let a block be.
I think everybody took a nap except for
Aw.
me. I know, but it was kind of nice to have peace and quiet
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say, I
So.
bet it was.
But next time, I really want the invite.
Totally. There's another one come up. There's 2 in April. Nieces again.
Okay,
I
that's
think it's
pretty
April
cool.
6th, I think.
No idea what day of the week that is, but okay.
I think it's a
Saturday? Sunday?
Might
Okay.
be Saturday. Yeah, let's check calendars because
Yeah.
I already got like booked 2 tables, so you can sit it. You and Chloe can sit with me.
Okay. This is
All right.
a move up.
Yeah.
For sure,
So
the last
we're sending Carly the link, so she'll call in a minute. So while we're waiting on her, we might as well chit chat. So you mentioned having a bunch of homework.
Yeah.
How is that? I'm like super curious. Are you doing like anatomy stuff, like basic science stuff? I know it's not basic when you're not a child anymore. No. It's different, right?
It's a lot of like assessment paper writing and drug handout pages, and I just did a case study outline.
So it's a lot of writing, like paragraphs of like stuff, like research stuff and everything.
And I think that's probably how it's going to be for the duration of the schooling. Right now, though, pharmacology and pathophysiology, pharm is kicking my ass.
Really?
I just can't.
It's not your forte.
It's not my forte. The memorization piece of it is, my brain is fried. I'm not. So if I pass, it's going to be by the grace of God.
So question. So like when I went to school to be a vet tech, and I was going to be a vet. I was going to go to CSU and be a vet. And then I saw like some bad stuff in the vet tech world. And I was like, I could just never do that. But a lot of the medicines and procedures and stuff were based on Latin words. So that was easier for me to learn because I also took like 6 years of Latin. I was such a nerd in school that I thought that would help me. And it did. So I'm curious, do they teach it in that way? Like, oh, if you learn this Latin base, then it'll make sense to...
No. It's like Zol is, usually like antifungal if it ends in that. But...
Like SAL?
ZOLE.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, but... Okay, cool. But then you don't know, like, the adverse effects. You don't know the contradictions. You don't, like...
That's a lot, Danielle.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
And you can't just memorize it, right? You have to learn it. So you can reapply
without applying it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel like it's taught. They're not applying it to anything. So, it is a lot. If I don't pass, I'm going to offer myself grace because it is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
So...
And you're trying really hard.
I'm trying really hard.
And your brain's always, like, working, and now you got to, like, do this on top of it.
I know.
It's so hard when you go back to school. So here's another thing that's interesting, because I've been thinking about this puppy that I'm going to get that looks like a cow. Did you know that the Latin word for cow is vacca, VACCA, which is where the word vaccine came from? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they... Like back in the day, I think they correlated like vaccinations or whatever to help you heal with something that for cows. So like that's the Latin word. So that's why vaccinations, the actual English word vaccination today came from that root.
So you're saying a lot of words come from the Latin language? Maybe I should just look that up.
Totally.
That does not make any sense to me. Cows and vaccines, but
right. And that's kind of an interesting one, like how they got, because you've heard the word like bovine and other ways to say cow, but that was really unique.
I'm never saying cow again in my life.
But it's interesting because even if you just like ChatGPT, and you look up, hey, Latin root for whatever, and if you keep it in your realm of like nursing, I bet you'll be able to connect a lot of dots with just knowing the Latin root of things.
Interesting.
Luca's even been able to do it with some science too, some science work in school. So
I'm gonna have to try that.
Definitely. Maybe. I mean, you don't have to learn all Latin, right? Because that's a whole other thing that you don't want to spend any time on. But it works. It really does.
I'm gonna try that. I'll take anything that helps. at this point.
It's a shame you can't just like lay there osmosis wise and have
I even
everything.
paid for osmosis, but I just feel like it doesn't
But that one
help.
didn't,
You know what I
that
mean?
didn't come through. Oh, look. I think we have a guest.
Ooh, it's Carly.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, baby.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can't hear you. We see you, but we
Hold
can't hear
on.
you.
Let me see.
Amazing.
My volume's on.
I think she just said mother effer.
No.
She said
Hold on.
Kelly joined. Says she's joined, but it says we can't hear you. Yeah, I just turned your microphone on and off. So your microphone's on our side.
Is it working now?
Mm-mm.
No.
Interesting. It's letting up to know that she's trying to talk, but
that's a bummer.
it
Is it because I don't? Let me text. Is it?
It's so funny. She keeps
Can
talking.
you hear me now?
I don't know what
Now?
she's saying.
No.
Interesting.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Or you know what we should do? Are you on your phone, Carly?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say we should call her while we have her face here, but she can't do that.
Oh. Well, you look beautiful, Carly.
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on. Let me. Hold on.
Ill. We thought you were like out of the country or something.
Hold on.
She left
Gone.
us. She's back.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on.
She said, "Hold on." She does look really sick.
Don't feel bad for her now. We're already in too deep.
I know, right?
Yep.
Our story.
Yeah.
We gotta stick to this story.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, look.
No.
Danielle, I'm kissing you. Oh, I bet Carly, can you see our screen? Like, can you see me? You can. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I'm messaging.
She'll message.
Okay. You'll message.
Hold on.
We can't wait to tell you what your penalties are when you come back.
Yeah, you'll have a few. The viewers are gonna like the penalties too. Well, I'm gonna leave that there, and then Carly, if you can't figure it out, we'll let you hang up. But I hope you figure it out.
Oh.
She's crying.
Aww. We could just ask her like yes, no questions,
Oh, this
or
is
ask
true.
her for sign language. She just coughed. Okay, that means I'm sick.
On a scale from 1 to 10, cough that many times. How bad do you feel? Make it big. 10.
10.
Bad.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We miss you here,
I
Carly.
believe it.
I know.
Yeah, I miss you here.
I'll text you.
You text us. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she's funny.
All right, just me and you then.
I'm
Okay.
really excited for everybody to hear how she sounds.
I know, but at least they got the visual. So they got the visual.
Hold on.
Oh,
we're just gonna call her.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I'll just put it up to my mic, just so everybody knows how she sounds.
Yeah. Truck driver Carly.
I can hear everything.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You're on the mic. We just want everybody to know how you sound.
You what?
We just want everybody to know how you sound.
Oh my gosh. Like, I can hear everything that you guys were saying, but like, I don't understand why you couldn't hear what I said.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to tweak that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's because you guys are set up to the microphones.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe once we hear it after, it'll work.
I was like trying to unmute the microphone and mute it. Like change the camera. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm glad we decided that you should stay home. We put a Celsius box in your place, so we have like a third person here.
Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah. Don't make her laugh. She'll cough up a lot.
Exactly. I'm sorry, Carly.
Yeah, just a cold. That's almost worse though, right? When you feel awful, you're like, oh, please let it be something.
Yeah, something worth
Not
being
necessarily
about.
COVID, but you know.
Yeah, totally.
My clients.
Do it. Do it. Do it. At least you're getting it before you go on your trip, so that way it's just smooth sailing.
Yep.
I think you're syncing up with Chloe. Okay. That's what she said. I swear this is my downfall.
Aw.
Because she's sick with the same thing right now, and she got her period over the weekend. Yeah.
Aw.
So the universe hates you both.
She's like, F this.
Yeah. That's what it
Aw.
was. Yep.
Did she go to school today, Chloe?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's on day like 5, but she still sounds like
she does.
this. Yeah.
Wow. How long have you been sick, Carly?
It's day 4, isn't it? Isn't this day 4 for you? Yeah.
Wow.
I heard you on Friday and you didn't sound great. Right. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, tell our viewers you're sorry.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're
That's
breaking
clearly
up
what's
the
happening.
connections. I can't hear you.
At least Stacy and I are the hot ones this week.
She's like, get out of here. She's like, I could come in sick and
I
still
know.
scrub you guys.
I know. You see me on that camera?
You see how I look?
Yeah.
She's like, take that thumbnail of
Yeah,
me looking
that's
all
right, yeah.
sick.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
girlfriend, we're ahead
Yeah.
of you. We got that going.
But you
Like-
also need to record a 30-second apology to our viewers for
Yeah,
us to upload.
Totally. Like, we're expecting that.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's going to be funny. She's going to be like, I purposely didn't go
Yeah.
because I wanted Stacey and Danielle to feel good about themselves.
She really is a good
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah. She's always thinking of us.
Thanks, Carly. Well, yeah, if you keep getting sick and calling out, man. Yeah.
She's just not good.
Yeah. I mean, for right now, you're in it for your looks.
Yeah.
So we get the followers, you know?
And we might interview for some brunette
Yeah.
replacement.
Yeah. An actual brunette. Try 64, okay?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
fact
come
check
on.
yourself. There
Come
we go
on.
again.
False news.
Yeah. That was so yesterday.
How about Jonah and that whale?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, the best part is you can't even defend yourself because you're too busy coughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just gotta agree with everything they say.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't.
Feel better.
All right. Bye,
Okay,
Carly.
bye, Carly. She ain't sick.
She's faking it.
Faking it. God, Carly,
She's trying to get the sympathy
get their
views.
story.
That's why she said we only have 62 viewers. She's like, okay, this is how many there's more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really sick. Deathbed
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, she's taking one for the team then. So I'll vote her back on the island after the apology letter.
And the size 6 dachshund.
And the size 6 dachshund and a couple of beverages,
That's right,
like whatever
yes.
I might feel like that day.
I think that's just, we really have
That's
the
what I'm going
leverage
for.
now.
Yeah, although she's been promising a trip with all three of us, and somehow
This
that
is-
keeps not happening.
So now she's going on a trip with
Yeah.
either one of
Without
us.
with other people and to a beach.
With her non-friends because we're her only friends.
Yeah, the story's not
Yeah.
adding up.
Well, since she's not here,
Let's talk about some real stuff.
let's talk. I
Just
feel
kidding,
like
just kidding.
kind of though, kind of not really. Yeah.
This is like the catty episode.
I'm surprised anybody's our friend.
Yeah.
But I feel like Carly and I talk a lot, and probably our viewers have a pretty good sense of who we are, but I don't think they probably have a great sense of who you are. So I feel like I have about 9 would you rather questions.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was gonna say fun questions are good. I thought you were gonna like have me give a history of
Take off your clothes. No, I'm just kidding.
Stacy and her.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's not interesting.
Anyways, but I did have to write them down because my brain.
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
work,
Totally.
so-
Oh, I love this. Would you rather?
Okay, so this is
Let's go.
Stacy's episode. Would you rather edition?
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather have smelly feet or bad breath?
Ew. I would rather have smelly feet.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
Not that you asked, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Halitosis. Have you ever known someone with halitosis?
even my clients, like when they sometimes have bad breath, I'm like, stop talking.
Right. Like
I'm
that's
probably like that too sometimes.
bad.
Yeah.
I've never noticed you like that. Swear to
Thank
God.
you.
If I did, I would say
And
something.
we were practically just kissing.
Yeah, we were just kissing
Yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah.
I feel like you have a responsibility, especially if someone's your friend,
Mm-hmm.
right?
To tell them,
So like, hey, yeah,
get
totally.
in there, floss
Yeah.
that up. I get it. Okay.
You were like this.
Yeah.
Episode 1 started with you fondling the mic, and now we're doing this, so we're doing good.
See, they do know me.
We're progressing.
Anyway. Okay. Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
Ooh. I think I would pick my past self.
Okay. A lab.
I think I knew this is like all like in the feels, but I think it would have something to do with confidence that the choices you're making and the direction you're going. Because you know how sometimes you go along and make choices or whatever, and you feel like you're doing it with the best of your heart.
But you still don't know if it's
Hey,
right.
that's gonna happen to me right now, right? But there, you know, people maybe around you are giving their input, which frankly it's your life and it's none of your effing business. When I was younger, I don't know about you, when I was younger, I cared more about what people thought, right? And then I think you still might care a lot about what
I
people think.
do, yeah. But I'm surprised you did. For those who don't know, Stacy was emancipated at 15, and she's been like boss bitching it ever since. So
Yeah.
backstory on Stace.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think I genuinely care about people, right? Unless they F me over or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
don't. But yeah, I would say that for a moment in life, I was definitely more like you, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You have a
Yeah.
big heart. I just think I've reached, definitely phases where I'm like, cool, that's your opinion. You think this of me, even though it's not
Mhm.
truth.
Mhm.
Like, okay, like what can I do about it? So I think
Yeah.
that's my long-winded way of saying that's how I would go about that. I don't think I lacked confidence when I was younger. I just think that if I stopped caring about what other
Mhm.
people thought sooner, which I think that's a lesson for everybody in life, right? Even like our kids, especially teenagers, right? They care so much about what other people think. And that's the age, right? And I'm sure there's some part of it that's totally normal and healthy and all that good stuff, but it's pretty freeing not to have to
Mhm.
worry about that.
Interesting.
What
We'll
about
have to
you?
do-
Future or past? You're going to say future, aren't you?
I don't really know. Probably future, because
Yeah.
I'm
You're
all
curious.
this people pleasing. I want to know
Yeah.
if I did make it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And if I
Yeah.
did ever live for myself, so probably would be future.
Or if you saw your future self and all the people pleasing you're doing right now, say it's for like 10, 20 people, are they even in your circle in X number of years,
Yes,
right? Like,
that
like
would
you
be
said, was it
interesting.
worth it?
Like what? Yeah. What am I putting in? What is gonna be?
So I'm going to be your future self right now. Fuck those people.
That's bitch. I think a little bit better. When would you say what
You
age
are
did
better.
it click for you?
No, I still have my moments, right, where I regret
Right.
and I'm like, fuck, I'm really
Too
caring about what
nice.
people
Yeah.
think.
Mhm.
To be super honest with you, I would say when I turned 40 was a pretty solid moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say over the last several years after that, it's even gotten more steadfast. I don't feel like I'm a jerk. I don't. I don't feel like I'm a jerk to people. I think I can still give people too many chances.
Yeah.
But I also need to protect my peace. And I think
you do a really good job of finding that line
balance.
of doing both. And of course, when you protect your peace, they're always going to be mad,
Totally.
So,
yeah, that almost offends some people more, right?
Yeah. So I think you do a really good job of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Would you rather
Ooh.
be constantly sticky or constantly itchy?
Ew. Oh my goodness. Sticky or itchy?
Yeah.
Where do I live? That factors in. Like what climate? Like do I live in Colorado? Do I live in Alaska?
Let's just say Colorado. That's where we're at, right? You can envision it better.
I would have to say sticky.
I would say sticky too.
Itchy would drive me crazy.
100%. Maybe you become like, now that I'm in nursing school, if there's a constant stimulant, you become less, which wouldn't work for this.
Oh.
But like if there's a constant, you become less sensitive to that stimulant. So
interesting.
Like, say you're putting your hand on like this hot plate. Say it was just hot enough that it wasn't burning you and you could keep your hand there. Eventually, it wouldn't feel hot anymore.
That's really fascinating to me. Well, you numb your nerves, right? Or something where your nerves don't have the same feeling.
Yeah, it's just like, they become, they acclimate to that sense or whatever.
Yeah.
So, okay. Would you rather be YouTube famous or TikTok famous?
I'm going to say YouTube because I think that's like steadfast. That's
Trump
like
can't shut it down. Just kidding.
I don't think he's going to shut down TikTok though, is he?
Didn't.
This is a true question.
Back.
Can I call Carly on this one for backup? I'm uncomfortable. She went there.
Okay.
She went there. No, I'm just totally joking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would say YouTube just because it's more of like a main longevity. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather switch your body with your ex or switch your body with your grandma?
So become a male or switch my body with my grandma.
Yeah.
Switch my body with my grandma.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. It's fine.
Ew.
That's so funny. Would you rather live in a world without music or without movies?
Without movies.
I thought you were going to pick the other one.
Music is life.
Okay, I like music too. I thought for sure, because you have a whole bunch of movie references, so I thought for sure you preferred that.
I used to work in a movie theater. I worked at a movie theater for 8 years.
Okay.
As a manager, I put the films together.
I love
That's
that.
what I did.
You only come in when the music was playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I would say, hopefully, that's the what's the word, experience I've given my kids.
Yeah.
Because they like all genres. They don't just like one certain genre. So I feel pretty proud of that I've kind of given them that experience. But yeah, I feel like music can change your mood. Music can...
They can paint a story for you, right?
Yeah,
like you don't necessarily need to like see visually. Like your mind can do that.
You're a music person too, right? More than movies?
I would choose music for sure.
Yeah.
More feeling there.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 3 more questions. Okay.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Okay, would you rather, so this is a good one, have more time or more money?
More time.
See,
if I had more time,
yeah,
I could make more money, I think. You're the opposite, though. You'd pick more money?
I'm the opposite. Life is freaking hard. I'm like, let me enjoy this 10 years and then take me out of this misery.
So here's a thought, though. And I actually had the same exact conversation with the boys the other night. I am 1,000% sure that if I didn't choose to live my life the way that I did after I had kids, meaning I'm there for school drop-off, I'm there for school pickup, I am their person 24/7, right? No matter what, even though I have businesses. If I didn't choose that, I know I would be a billionaire today. I know it. No doubt in my mind. But to me, that time and that moment,
right?
I couldn't put money on that. So that's where that question is hard.
Raising those kids, man.
I have my moments though. I don't know if you think about this, but I do have my moments like what happens when they move out? Like
Oh.
that's hard for me.
Yeah, I don't. I'm like in the avoidance stage of my life where
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't think about that stuff because
Well, Carter's young. That might be
Carter's
why.
young.
That might be why. Because I would say when Rocco was younger, I didn't ever think about it. And maybe I'm thinking about more because Luke is older. But yeah, I just think that like being a mom just means so much to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, maybe they'll just have little babies and I can have the
Right.
babies around, right? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. So yeah, it's my long answer for time.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Would you rather find true love or find the thing that you're in life that you're most talented at?
Love, because I don't care what I'm most talented at, really.
Really?
Yeah. What about you?
That's a hard one. For my inner, like, emotional self, I'd say also love. However, I feel like, this is also, I guess, emotional. I feel like we're put here with a purpose.
Agreed.
And I don't know if I'd feel fulfilled if I didn't understand my purpose or talent.
Here's how I look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like love is like the thing, right? Love is like the thing that we are put here to feel, to experience, to give. And I feel like when you are truly loved, like in all aspects for you, for who you are, 1,000% Danielle, stinky feet and stinky breath and all, whatever it is. Yeah. That what you are meant to be, what you're meant to become, or what you're most talented at, however you want to say it, it becomes apparent because you are so loved and supported. You're not internally trying to find that.
So you're saying they go hand in hand.
That's what I think.
Have to have
That's what I think. That's what I think.
Okay.
And a lot of people that I follow that are very, very successful and wealthy people, they all say that. Like if you have your person, they'll take you, you know what I mean? You'll just go so far because you're so loved and supported that you can like grow. You can be the person you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the opposite or no one,
right,
that makes it harder because inherently you're always searching for that, right? Like you're always wanting that fulfillment.
Right.
If you had to guess today, what do you think you were put here for? Or what do you think one of your best skills is?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I think it's caring for people.
I was going to say, I think I'm overly good at not judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Or, interpreting it for what I see, right? Like, I don't know if that's a talent, though, because sometimes it gets me into trouble, too.
But I think it is, right? Because, I mean, maybe that's what nursing becomes for you, right?
Yeah,
because you're so good at taking care of people, I think, that maybe that's why that's calling to you.
The numerology guy that I was telling you about, he did say that my purpose was I had a higher purpose in hair, and that it was to help people. So something, he wasn't specific, but I did tell him, like, oh, I was thinking about going to nursing school. He was like, that's it. That's your higher. So,
although, I mean, I know that you think this too, probably, right? And he probably even said it, like, doing hair is also a version of that, right? Like,
oh, girl, I can't tell you how many people probably tell me more problems than their own therapist.
You make people feel better. Like,
well, I would hope so.
Like getting your hair done.
Oh yeah,
like is
100. Yeah, priceless.
Yeah, especially when I mean, you were telling me about a woman that walked in. Remember the Christmas party lady or whatever? Yeah. And like you changed her whole everything. True. Like she was having such a hard time, and I don't know. That's amazing. You're good.
Cute. Yeah. Okay. Last question. We'll wrap up our episode. I mean, this kind of goes hand in hand. Okay. Would you rather find meaning in what you accomplish in life or in who you surround yourself with?
Who I surround myself with. 1,000%.
Do you think those go hand in hand too?
I do. I mean, here's the funny thing though. Like, I've always been, always, I don't even like telling people what I do. I don't like telling people what I own.
You're super,
or what businesses I have. Like,
humble.
You would think, and I don't do it to try to be anything, but like that doesn't define me. Like I'm proud of what I do, and I do it. I feel like mostly to help, but no, I want to be I want to be, known for how people feel around me.
And that's why you hang out with me, because
Totally.
I'm not some billionaire,
Duh.
whatever.
Duh.
But I'll
What
care
about
about
you? Would you answer the same?
Yeah, I mean, human connection is so big for me that, yeah, I guess I would just by default. I don't know. If I didn't have human connection, yeah, it just doesn't, yeah, I don't
It's
think.
not worth it. It's
Yeah.
for what? Like you die and you have a funeral and people talk about it and you're like, oh, she's owned these 12 companies and that's it, right?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
right. And kind of to your saying, right? Like, you have to have those connections. It's not, what's that saying? It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. You have to have
1,000%.
those connections to get to, being successful or whatever. I'm sure.
Totally.
Yes, sure, some people probably do it, but majority of us are.
Totally. Networking,
Mhm.
networking is the number one in my opinion, especially when you network with like legit people, right? Like good or people that you resonate with, right?
Right.
Because maybe other people cannot be legit, but they resonate with each other, which is totally fine. But yeah, I would say, and networking also, I don't know about you, but networking, I enjoy my jobs more when I do that, right? Like I'm legit interacting with other people in my world and not just like in a cubicle. And
Oh, God,
I could never be a cubicle person. Have you ever worked in a cubicle?
No, the thought of it makes me want to vomit. Yeah.
It was so bad, Danielle. It was
You
so
did
so
work
bad.
in a cubicle.
Because I was a computer. I have a master's in
That's
IT
right,
and an
that's
MBA
right.
and project managed the
Which
shit
is
out of
total
everything.
cubicle work. Yes.
It was so depressing. Like I remember some days, like because you get on these projects and they're so important, and in the reality of life, they're not.
Right.
But the customer's so mad, and you gotta blah blah blah, whatever. Like irrational thoughts, and like I remember I'd work, sun up to sundown and later. And I would just get home and I was so depressed. Like I would just cry. Like this is miserable. Like when I came out of college, IT was such a coveted field for people that knew how to be programmers. Because this was right after the year 2000 stuff. And like, oh, the internet's going to crash and the world's going to end and all this. That I got a job coming out of college right away. No experience, just book learned college, $120,000 a year. Now back then, that was a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
I mean, even today, it's still a really good amount of money come out of. But literally, it was like I didn't even have to do anything, and I got that job. And so I thought I was living large, like, oh, this is fucking awesome. And then after some time doing it, I was like, this is sucking my soul dry.
Isn't that crazy that you went to school for 6 years? 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
For that, and. I mean, yeah, it might come in handy, but you don't really do anything with that, right?
You don't. And the thing too is like, I don't want to say that I poo-poo college, but I'm very, very specific with my kids about that is not a requirement.
Right.
Like street knowledge. That's funny. I just thought of an NWA song with Straight Outta Compton with street knowledge. Just you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Hip hop's my favorite music, if you don't know. But yeah, I say that to them, like, guys, like, for certain fields, right? Like, if you're going to be a nurse or a doctor, right, you have to go to college. That makes sense, right?
Right.
You want you guys to learn this shit before you start working on people. But for other stuff, no. Or even go to a trade school, learn how to work on cars or whatever. But, like, all my stuff to start businesses, I learned zero in college. Literally zero.
Just came out with a lot of debt.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I know. Something's got to change with that.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, debt.
AI's going to take over the world.
All right,
well, those are my questions.
All right.
I think we should come up with some for Carly, some hard ones for Carly for next week.
Yeah, I like that. Because those are pretty easy. Those are pretty mild.
Yeah.
Let's come up with some, and maybe I'll do a poll on our socials, like ones that will really make her uncomfortable. And we got to work hard to make her uncomfortable.
You and I will work together after this, and we will come up with some questions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
Till next
See
week.
you guys.
Bye.